I'll leave you that pretty statue to remember me by.
First, we'll put you away in a nice, cozy place.
Coming up on Crossfire Collectibles, the Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, Vintage Collection, Skeletor. Stick around. What's up, and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, Walmart CollectorCon exclusive Vintage Collection Skeletor, Evil Lord of Destruction. So the figure, I've actually had it for, I want to say a little over a month now. He was released before. He came in a 2-pack, and also randomly some of these figures popped up. But they were actually all just part of today's CollectorCon for Walmart. Today, of course, being Thursday, March 13th. And some more of these went up. So if you were out there looking for one of these and not trying to pay a $50+ price tag, now's your chance. But anyways, let's go over the packaging. So here is Skeletor in the Masterverse Vintage Collection box. So very nice. You got the Masterverse at the top, Vintage Collection, Masters of the Universe, Skeletor, Evil Lord of Destruction, and Mattel. Nothing on the sides. At the bottom, there's your UPC. Onto the back, a nice retro look, like the old card backs for the MOTU figures. So Skeletor and Castle Grayskull. You know, he's got some text all over it. Masterverse, of course, 7-inch figure. He's got his power sword, the Havoc staff, and of course the figure. There's a little bio about the Masters of the Universe and how they're coming out now with the Vintage Collection in 7-inch scale. So we're all excited for him. So let's go ahead and get him popped open. But first, please subscribe to the channel. Alright, so this would be not exactly an anniversary figure, but more or less of the new Vintage Collection style. Oops, forgot a couple more pieces of tape. Alright, so let's get this popped open. And that figure slid out. Get the box all to the side. So there's Skeletor. We'll prop him up in his plastic dungeon over here. We'll check out that backdrop. Pretty neat, like something exploding, a bunch of rocks and all flying through. You got that side list with the contents. There's the Havoc staff, Sword of Power, extra hands, and of course the figure. Open this up. And should have a little bag up in here. Yep, there it is. So nice. I like how they do these. So you got a red with a black Masters Universe stamp on it. This should be the sword and the extra hands. It popped out. Alright, very cool. Hands. Let's go ahead and get the figure staff popped out. Alright, and here is our contents. So let's go ahead and go over everything. We'll start with the extra pairs of hands first. So he comes with this clenched fist hand, totally fisted up. It's got that hinged peg so you can angle it in or out. Then you have this more open left hand. So fingers all spread out, and also hinge peg, so you can also angle in and out. He's got his purple Sword of Power here. So I was looking forward to this. I was kind of curious why we didn't get one with the New Eternia Skeletor, but I'm so happy we got this. It looks great. It's got that kind of shiny, glossy, dark purple, and looks good. The detail on it's pretty nice. Very vintage, and also very good looking. And then we have our Havoc staff. So kind of, I think it's about the same scale as a New Eternia. We'll compare it later on in the video. Also in that dark purple, but this has more of a matte sheen. A little more glossy down here on the pole itself. Overall, it looks really good. And then we'll move on to Skeletor. So here he is. You see he's got that nice light blue skin. A little bit of airbrushing around that muscle definition. Overall nice. Definitely has the vintage look with the purple. You kind of have that light metallic purple here on the chest. and also on some of them studs all around his armor. He's got the black fur around the waist. Some more studs up here on the arm. He's got his little sheath here on the back to hold his sword. Very cool. The figure comes with a couple of grip hands that are already on him. Looking down at the feet, those classic 3 toes that we've seen with the vintage Skeletors. Nice. The main thing I wanted to see was his face. Not like the new Eternia, very similar, but this one does not have an opening mouth. Looks more defined. The hood does not come off, so it looks pretty good in my opinion. I'm still debating if I'm going to actually have him replace my new Eternia Skeletor on my Havoc throne. So it looks good. Let's check out the articulation. So head is on a ball joint. It can move up, down, a little side to side, and of course it can rotate a full 360. The top armor piece does come off. You can see that one strap is undone. We don't need to take it off. There's not really any point to show off his blue pecs. But he's got the belt piece here with the extra studded leather hanging in the front. That is also removable by that little tab right there. And let's go ahead and check out the arms now. Any butterfly? Not really. But the arms can rotate a full 360. Bend them straight out. They can come up about that far. He does have bicep rotation. There's double jointed elbows here. Looking at the forearm, he's got that like kind of spiky, I guess, going up towards his elbow and on the inner arm here, like the vintage version had. Down at the hands, so they can rotate the full 360. The hinged pegs will allow them to move out and in. We can also pop these off, and we could give him his fist hand if we wanted to. I don't think I'm going to, but maybe. I don't know yet. And we just give him a fist. Damn you, hey man! Coming down to the torso, he's got that mid-torso rotation, so he can angle all about. Down at the waist, he has a waist swivel, very tight though. And coming down to our legs here, they are attached at a ball joint. They can come out to the side that far, out to the front that far, out to the back that far. Very good. Pretty much 90 degrees in each way. Thigh rotation. He has also got double jointed knees. They can come pretty good. Down at the calf, he's got a little rotation here at the top of this crazy boot. And then down at the ankle, there's a hinge to allow the foot to go that far forward, that far up. And he's got a little side-to-side pivot in there. Holes at the bottom of the feet, so the figure doesn't stand. You can plug him onto a stand, and he should stand up pretty well. All right, so now let's go ahead and pose him up. I don't think we're going to use this fist hand, so we're going to go ahead and just give his grip hand back on him and figure out what we're going to do. But first, I want to check out that vintage power sword he has. That looks good, man. I mean, I don't know if his hands would come together to be able to kind of like dual wield that hilt. Nah, they won't come close enough, but looks good. We could just kind of angle that to have him maybe holding it down, something like that. And then of course, we'll bring up his left hand and give him the Havoc staff. Like that. Very simple, basic pose. So we're not going all out, but we just want to get an idea of him. Get those other hands out of here. We'll go ahead and move him off to the side real quick, and then let's bring in a few comparisons. So here he is with the Revelation Skeletor, with the Revelation Skelegod, and finally with the new Eternia Skeletor. Very close similarities, a lot of reuse I see in there, but there's also some new stuff. So he is definitely more on the vintage side, and I gotta say I do kind of like it a bit more. I do love the head on the new Eternia one with that moving jaw. The skull looks great on it. I just think that hood is a little too wide, but I'm really liking the vintage face on the new figure. It does look like the same mold for the Havoc staff here. And yeah, I gotta say, I think I'm going with our vintage to take over our Havoc throne. Alright, so there were some comparisons for you. Now we'll go ahead and put Skeletor in a final pose, throw him up onto the turntable, and we will give you some final thoughts.
He-Man will be back right after these messages.
Now you can imagine all the power in the universe. The Masters of the Universe collection. 23 pieces, each sold separately. There's He-Man and these heroic action figures. Skeletor and the Warriors of Evil, and 4 fighting creatures. Castle Grayskull, Point Dread, and the Talonflame. You put them together. And battle machines like the Attack Pack, batteries not included. What would you do with all the power in the universe? He-Man, Skeletor, and all other items from the Masters of the Universe collection, each sold separately. From Mattel.
And now back to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Alright, so here you have it. The Masters of the Universe Masterverse. Walmart CollectorCon exclusive. Vintage collection, Skeletor, Evil Lord of Destruction. Great figure. I was proud to actually get this a bit early. I kind of wish I had reviewed it sooner, but we got it now. If you guys did not get a chance to, I think as of about an hour ago, he was still available on Walmart.com. Just go ahead and log in. They also had the Faker She-Ra. I think Zodak was sold out. But a couple of the vintage collection figures that are coming to the Masterverse line, and I believe are just currently Walmart exclusive, are up today. Check them out. But again, great figure. I had to choose him over my New Eternia version. I'll go ahead and bring him back out. Even though this figure does look great, it's a little too much. He's got a little too much shine in there, even though he does match perfectly with the Mattel Creations exclusive Panther. I think this Skeletor is just, he totally fits the bill. So he's going to take over on my Havoc Throne display, and he just looks great. I couldn't be happier with it. I'm glad that they actually gave him his power sword in there. The New Eternia one didn't come with one. I'm not sure why, but he's got it, and the figure overall looks good. He just brings back a lot of memories. Very nostalgic looking, totally vintage, especially the feet. I was wondering when we were going to get them feet again, but we got him, and he looks great. I couldn't be happier. So anyways, I think that's going to do it for this one. If you don't have your Skeletor yet, go ahead and log in. You can get them right now, $21.99. If you're Walmart Plus, you get free shipping, I believe, over $35. There was several things I bought today, so I think I placed like 3 orders, but we got a bunch of stuff coming. Can't wait to get that reviewed, especially Crystal Ball and a few more surprises down the line, but you know, you have to wait and see what they are. But anyways, that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we will see you again in the next one. Peace.
Just as soon as I get the energy crystals and the formula to make them.